Test, test. Welkom bij Rondo to van de race op Oz Tier 1 Kampioenschap Conde van Spa-Francorps. Roughly, in my very, very poor Dutch, welcome to round 2 of the race on Oz Tier 1 Championship coming from Spa-Francorps. So welcome everybody for a good night of racing. Hopefully, fingers crossed. Do we have EXO in the room with us?
How you going, Bear? How is everybody?
Good.
We just Andrelli thought you were having a stroke, Bear.
Oh, well, let me tell you. Google Translate, she's a tough gig, let me tell you.
I tell you what.
She has not worked well.
That's why we give you the big jobs, Bear.
Thank goodness for everybody. The next race is at Silverstone, so I'll be doing the introduction just in English. But it's all shenanigans, I tell you. All shenanigans.
Or you can get AB to introduce it in South Australian language.
Correct.
Yes.
Its own little universe. All right, so we've been watching, who are we sitting on at the moment? We've been watching a bit of practice at times.
On Burrow Dog at the moment, the colour man.
Yeah, right. It's an interesting practice. Limited tyres this round, I believe. 5 sets to last through practice, quali in the race. So it'll be interesting to see who's used what now, leading into quali coming up soon. I guess recap from last round at Suzuka. It was an interesting race. So pretty easy for the championship. If you haven't been onto the podium .racing, then good little link in the Rooz Discord. Go have a look. Heaps of options there. And for the Tier 1 boys, we've got Keaton, obviously he won on 32 points, pretty much dominated last round, we can safely say. Then Auschwitz, Gua, Knox and Eagle rounding out the top 5. So, Mr. 2-time defending champion, a solid 5th, which was a bit of an interesting day at the races for him. I don't know about you, XO. This order here is looking pretty sporting. Auschwitz, 9 100s to her side dog. So, and Zesty, top 3. It'll be interesting. Keaton back down in 5th. Mr. 2-time down in 11th. Interesting. A great field tonight. 26 cars. Bit excited, XO?
I've been looking forward to this one for a whole week there. It's going to be a cracker, I think. The times we've been seeing in the lobby practices has been outstanding. I don't think there's been, you can throw a blanket over the cars that are in the 18s, and everybody has set themselves up, I think, for a big race, because we had a few disconnects in the last race we had with Tier 1, and that was all wheel based. So hopefully all goes well tonight for the guys, and we don't see any disconnects through any hardware or such. And we're going to get qualifying, going right now, Bear. Who would you like us to look at for a first flying lap?
Let's jump on board with Footner. He's first out of the gates.
Footner.
Typical Footner move.
Footner straight out into it.
Yeah, he likes jumping out early, Footner. Hopefully, now the interesting thing here will be that you'll have to... Somebody sneezed on it, but anyway. It'll be an interesting... you're going to really have to make your first... get a banker lap in, given the length of time it's going to take you to go around this circuit. If you run wide, it's going to take you a fair bit of time, and hopefully, like you can see, I'm just looking at the track map now, and there are a lot of cars on each other at the moment, so there's not going to be a lot of free air for these guys, but I think we can stick with Footner as he keeps going round, and he's coming down into Stavelot here, turns 14 and 15. So important to get a good run out of here and link it in coming up to turn 17 at Blanchimont. I think these guys should be doing this flat out. They won't be lifting off at all when they're in their quali laps. Flat out in the Honda, it's flat out in 5th. Getting to about 2:59, breaking into the bus stop chicane here. So, the big thing here at the start of his lap will be to get a good run. We'll get a good run out of La Source here, turn 1. This will set up your whole run, because the cars here in Formula 1, the cars are pretty much in the high rev range, flat out. The 23 consecutive seconds, bit of useless trivia for you. But down here, coming to Rooz and Radion here, it's a drop of 40 metres down to that bit there, to the dip, and then the long run down the Camel Straight. Now, coming into Lascombe's turns 5, 6 and 7, they are a very, very technical part of the track. And if you get this right, it really is going to dictate your speed throughout the Sector 2, which will take us down from here at turn 5 and 6 all the way down to turn 14. So if you get a good run, it's about linking in these corners now. The corner with no name, which is weird, and I can see track limits might be a problem coming out of that tonight.
There. Yes.
It doesn't take much to get a track limit.
No, it doesn't. Not here.
No. So the double left-handers.
What are your thoughts there on the pit strategy for tonight? Do you think drivers will try and get in a bit early to get some clear air for themselves, or?
Well, I think if you get stuck in traffic, I think you're going to have to.
Yeah.
Because I think you're just going to have to try and get it, because it's going to be pretty tough to pass in places. Guys are going to have to get... that lap will be gone.
He would have been validated, that one. Let's jump on to Stu Wilson real quick, who's coming up through...
Yep.
He's on his flying lap now.
Okay, Stu...
I think Stu was in T2 last week. I believe he was.
GRT, yeah.
Yes. Very very quick driver he is, Bear. I was behind him for quite some time, and it's just me, but you know, I couldn't catch him even if I wanted to. But he puts the cars in all the areas he should be putting the car in, and very quick through the latter stages of this track. I've been noticing. Wade, I think he got a 1:18 in a prac yesterday. So he's got that beamer happening. I'm sorry, 2:18. He's got that beamer. He's got that beamer humming.
Yeah, I believe Burra Dog's most probably pretty lucky to hold on to his Tier 1 spot with Stu coming up into Tier 1. Burra Dog will be looking over his shoulder, I would suggest. So
do a shout out to everyone that's watching the stream. Welcome to everybody. We've got 17 viewers at the 16 at the moment there. So it's great to have you all on board. Hope you're all going to have a great night of watching some fantastic racing in the T1 league, and we're pumped for this, Bear. This is going to be a cracker.
Yeah, it'll be fantastic. I can just see Keaton's put down a 2:17.9.
2:17, mind you. Deary me.
I will say this though, in the practice rooms though, leading up to this week, Sidog does have that Audi humming along, and his race pace. His race pace was pretty quick. He was still humming around in 2:18s, 2:19s for his race pace. So
that's incredible.
We could get a bit of a ding-dong battle here going. I'd suggest. I'd say there's a fair few boys that haven't set their. I'm just going through the list while we jumped on to Side Hog. Bloody hell! God, tell me, you dodgy beggar. We're going through the list.
Right now, Bear, if you want to know, mate. Yeah, he's coming up on his. I think this will be his second flying lap.
Yeah.
Not too sure.
Well, there's a lot of people that haven't set laps. Like, no. I mean, I'm looking at that list. You've got Parker. Knox hasn't, Zesty hasn't got one in, no, Jambon, Eagle, someone.
They could also be invalid laps. So this makes it very interesting.
Yeah, you still got to get a time out there, though.
You got to get a banker. You got to get a banker.
So Knox jumped into second, 5/100ths.
Knox,
he's gone back to the pits.
Yeah,
so this will be.
And the only Merc in the field.
That's interesting. So he's doing a big.
I'd like to go down to your captain for a second, wherever he is, Ty Morgo.
Oh,
let's have a look at Ty Morgo in the Beetle. He's been having a bit of trouble coming through a Rooz in the practice, and hasn't been sticking the exit very comfortably at all. He's been having a lot of trouble with the back end of this car, Bear.
Yeah, it's been coming around on him, but I don't know, I think been a bit weird for him. I'd finger on it, what was going wrong. It seemed to blowing.
Well, this is a problem when you've got when you're driving a car that you really haven't driven before. So he's having to go through all the bugs. You're cracking there a bit there, by the way, mate. You're not sure what's going on there. Oh, excuse my dog.
There we go.
There we are. There, that's better. Yeah, so he's finding all the pitfalls of the Porsche at the moment, but he did tell me he's loving the car. We've just reached 20 viewers. Hope you're all enjoying it, people. It's not long now till we get this race on the way. It's an hour at Spa, and we all know there's so many curveballs this track can throw at you, Bear.
Yeah, well, I'm a bit nervous for the race start, to be brutally honest, because obviously the race start is doesn't start where the Formula One would start, going into La Source.
Yes.
Clearly Piastri hasn't got that worked out.
And with a big field that we have, these guys might be starting 2 corners back.
Well, could do. They'll be halfway down the straight before
Yeah.
Klaus gives them the green light to. So I'm just hoping common sense prevails when we go into turn one. Well, it'll be turn two into radio the first time that we can all get through and use a little bit of common sense and maybe just tuck behind the car, and you'll get a bit of a run down the Camel Straight anyway. So.
Just a quick shout out to angry old fella here. He's had some hospital visit over the last few days. Had some trouble with his back, and it's great to see him on the track there. He's a man that gives his all, and he's out there tonight in his rig with a broken back, but he's racing, and that's what it's about. You know. A lot of guts to do this sort of stuff with a tweaky back, and he's not a young man.
Yeah. Some say he would be angry.
Some say.
Some say. Let's be honest though, bad back, maybe improve his driving of late, but I never said that.
Here's another man from your team, someone awesome. He was in hospital for 3 or 4 days. He had pneumonia. He was very sick, and he can hardly speak, but he's racing tonight. Great to see someone on track. He's had a hard week.
Oh, so we've missed. Side Dog has come through and done a 2:17.8. So yeah, Knox 5/100s back. Then Keaton. We've done Knoxy right. Yep.
So the 5 tyres there. There's been a lot of controversy about the 5 tyres, but I believe it's great for racing. Just that added little bit of you're going to have
twist.
You twist the tail.
Well, I don't know what are your plans for your 5 tyres next week, XO?
Well, I plan on not practicing it at all because I'm always returning to the pits with damage. So I'm probably going to look at trying to keep at least two sets, probably for quali, if I can. Just that all depends. Maybe 1 set, but I haven't really worked out my plans properly as yet. But I'm not going to be cutting many laps in prac. Maybe throw 1 set away.
Throw 1 set away, all right. Taking us to a greener future with that sort of attitude. Me, on the other hand, I'll be burning those suckers like there's no tomorrow.
Oh.
I'll most probably, I'll be putting 2 out in practice. I'll use 1 set for quali, load up, do the 15 minutes straight, and then I'll have 2 freshies for the race. So I think that's where I'm. I think there's 1,000 different ways to cut an orange, isn't there? So I think everybody will have their own theory. Like we noticed with these boys, a lot of them sat in the pits for about 4 hours before they decided to come out tonight. So some of them might have gone with 1 set in practice, 2 in quali, and 2 for the race, I would suggest.
It'll be very interesting to see how many they got left. What sort of rubber they're looking at for racing. Excuse my dog.
That wasn't the dog, yes.
Yeah, it wasn't the dog. Apparently P&L has an account on Bob Jane. Your mate Cole says.
Correct. Tyres and fuel, or just?
Osh Wizard. Now he's a man that's got the bit between the teeth there. He's been doing some cracking laps.
Oh, there you go. K-Man has responded to that. So yes, it's only 1 stop, tyres only, and then whatever fuel you want to dump in there. And
Keaton's on a 217.
Oh, bloody hell!
Jeez,
that could be an inquest.
Oh, there could be some. I think there's some ballast that needs to be placed in that little McLaren bear.
He has got that thing turning on at the moment. We're getting down to the nitty gritty, so let's see where he on Osh Wizard at the moment?
I'll go wherever you leave me to go, Bear.
No, we can stay on Osh Wizard. I'm just having a look at the map to see what'll be the last car. So everybody who's pretty much starting a lap now, this will be it for them.
Yes.
I think car 12 will be the last one to get across the line. So Gua should be the last one across the line. I don't think 772, whoever that is.
Let's do a lap with this man right now, Bear.
No, it's 772, so you will be the last one. Alright, so we're on board with...
We're on board with Guru right now.
Alright, so he's... Alright.
Let's see his line. He's certainly got that Porsche wound up.
Yeah, he's cranking along now, so...
We would go on board. Unfortunately, we have some issues with the buttons that sometimes kick us out of the lobby. So unfortunately, guys, we're going to have to stick with the trackside cam. Not for too much longer, because even myself or Bear is getting the PCs happening, and then we'll be able to button map all the good stuff for everybody, so you can get different views, in car, out car. That's coming along very soon. So you're just going to bear with us for a while, maybe a couple of more streams, and then we'll be into that.
Yeah, we'll yes, hopefully not too far away.
We have had a lot of trouble with a few bugs in this game of late, Bear, and that seems to be after the fix.
I don't know if it's the bugs or the two idiots that are trying to make it work, but I will, interesting.
Yeah, I gave it a try today, Jason, and I pushed one button and it just threw me straight out of the server. So you just don't know with these things, and I'd rather have the whole race that you can watch without any interruptions. So we've got Gurr coming up on his last lap in qualifying here, Bear. He's right on the dot here. He's currently in 6th place, looking to improve. Let's see if he's going to improve. Get the power down nice and early through that corner. And no, he has not.
No.
So there's our list. There's our list of drivers for qualifying. So, Bear, you want to run through them while I'm taking care of some housekeeping? I'll be.
So we got Keaton pole with the 2:17.3. Norm 4/10 back in second. Sidog in the Audi. Knox flying in the Merc, and then the first of the Ferraris. Osh Wizard almost a second back. Gura in the Porsche. Another McLaren with Will Starr. Lysdick in the Ferrari. Mr. Two-time defending champion, done it all in online racing. Eagle Wind in 9th, and Footner rounds out the top 10. Then we've got Cloquet in the Ferrari, Zesty, Burra, Harris, Medal, the Sofa King. Specials again, I'm sure he's running. I'm just trying to return to garage so I can go through the whole field. Then Morgo back in 17th. I would say that he wouldn't be too happy with that. Someone, Rigsy, Shawnee Fuller, Jambonski, Stu, Adman, Sideways, Stu, and Angry in 26th. And for once, Exo's ahead of me in 27th. Boom, boom.
And he had to end with that little bit of comedy genius there. Thanks, Bear.
Yeah. Well, speaking of comedy, there has been some rumours going around the paddock this week.
Oh, yes.
The first one, obviously, Rooz rumours, brought to you by Bear. Obviously, they come to fruition. I got 1.5 right because I did pick that someone was going to come to PNL in the off season. I did say Scotty Pye was going to join us, so that one was only half right because he joined the Honda team. So he sort of got halfway here and then got scared. But I heard, Exo, in the
Yes.
pits
Yes.
that you
Uh-oh.
are looking at a name change. I can't say, given the G rating of this show, I can't say
Yeah.
it in full, but I heard
Mm-hmm.
you're going to change it to the Devil's Richard.
Yeah, that's not happening at all.
That's
I don't
what
know
I
where the
heard.
Devil's Richard came from. Probably from that P&L chat of yours. It wouldn't surprise me at all.
I'm just saying.
Just let all the viewers know that I will not be changing my name to the Devil's Richard. But, you know, stay tuned. You never know what can happen.
Maybe we should run a poll on it one night.
Run a poll on the Devil's Richard, you say?
Yeah, see if you should change it to that. I think,
I don't know about running a poll on the Richard, but, you know.
We are the people's show.
We're the people's show.
So, hey.
Oh, yeah, well, okay. So, that's Bear's rumours for you, everybody. That's another, you know, just he astounds me with the information he gets around the league. We're actually going to get him a mic and start interviewing drivers during the week, and we can broadcast them for you when we do our stream. That should be a lot of fun for you, Bear.
Yeah, maybe call it like Ted Kravitz. You got Ted's notebook, maybe Bear's notebook. Who knows? Could be anything.
All right, so
I'm looking forward to the beginning. Not far away, 2.5 minutes.
Where would you like us to start, Bear? Would you like us to start on Keaton, or would you like us to go down the pack a bit?
I think if we start on Knox, eh?
Noxie.
In fourth, I think
Noxie,
that should give us
the only man in the murk.
Yeah, it'd be nice.
He's actually got that murk going quite well. He was talking to me the other day about it. The biggest problem he was finding was tyre wear from the Merc. So it's all about your pressures, getting your pressures right. And he's certainly got it. He's certainly got it to a point where he's comfortable driving the Merc. If you're driving on this track and you're in a car with a Merc like the Merc, you're going to be either no go or all go. So he's doing well, Bear. He's doing really well.
Yeah, I think it's good to see a variety of cars. Like, I mean, we all knew the Ferrari was going to.
The Ferrari Cup, yep.
Was the big risk this moving forward, but we've got a nice little dabble of cars here. You know, we've got McLarens, Audis, the Merc, a Porsche, a Ferrari. So it's not a bad top 10, really.
It's not bad at all. And
going through, I'm
we've got a
bit disappointed. I was going to say no buy Bazette tonight.
Teams in there: SAR, GRT, second, third, BHR, PRT, fifth and sixth. So it's all pretty spread out there as far as teams are concerned. It's a great looking grid there. Someone awesome. Where did he end up there? Bear 18th.
Yeah, 18th. So most probably reflective of the practice he could put in this week, given that he's been so crook.
30 seconds.
But as far as I'm just trying to turn my phone sideways. Bloody technical again to get stiff. 20 seconds, crikey.
So enjoy this race, everybody. It's going to be a rip snorter, I think. We have 28 cars on track, I believe.
26.
26 cars on track.
Yeah,
and this first lap is going to be white knuckle racing, I believe, there.
Yeah, I'll just while they're out on the warm-up lap, which will take about 4 hours.
4 hours
on
around
this
Spa.
circuit.
Yeah.
Because it did actually originally start as a 14-kilometre circuit, but in the 70s they reduced it down to 7. So for the team's championship, PRT are leading the way at the moment. They've got a 16-point lead over SAR.
Yes.
So SAR, their first driver's down in 11th. Then you got P&L 29 back, then BHR 42 back, and GRT 45 back. So if GRT can, keep what they've got going, it could be a pretty handy night for them. They just need the El Capitan in 13th to wind the rubber band up on his Lambo and get stuck in. And sneak into the top 10. It could be a big points haul for GRT tonight, but it's early days in the team championship, so it'll be, I think it'll be a pretty good season on that front.
I think it's going to be a great season for sure. We have 24 watching. Hope you're all enjoying it so far. Get ready, guys, because the gun's about to go off here at Spa. 1 hour at Spa. I'm having a little bit of technical issues on my end at the moment there. I cannot get I don't get my screen to be working properly. I don't know what's happening here, but hopefully when the race starts, that can resolve itself. Some good racing. Yeah, it won't click over from that screen at all. So I'm hoping it's going to fix itself. That's another technical issue we are having to deal with. I'll tell you what, I'm looking forward to getting the PC to get rid of this YouTube garbage. Sometimes it just, I don't know what happens to it. It has a moment and then takes you forever to figure it out. But here we go, everybody. We're coming up.
Getting ready.
Coming up.
Coming. I know, right? Coming through turns.
Thank you, Jason.
17 here.
Apparently I cannot return to garage until the race starts. It's because I haven't put it on this screen before. And thanks to Jason, he's given me some input there. And we're good to go. You know, it's not what you know.
Did you hire him tonight as you? I was going to say, did you hire him tonight as your technical advisor? Because dead set.
It hasn't been working too well for me of late, to say the least there. But I have been fixing up the issues quite quickly, which is good, because at the end of the day, we want to get a whole race in, and this is where it all starts. We're getting ready for it, Bear.
All right.
I'm going to let you call this first lap, mate. You go hard and go easy with it, whatever you want to do. Let's kick back, everybody, and watch this great race.
Yep, excellent. All right, boys are all doing their swerve and move, and it's the last chance to warm up your tyres. So again, we start down the downhill straight. What possibly can go wrong? So hopefully our race, everybody's sensible, and we don't have any shenanigans. That would be great. XO, just keep an eye on that rear of the field, because I just have a feeling. And it's the people, here we go, waiting for the green light. They're all tight and off we go. We are off and racing. Everybody's, please don't go too wide through here, but they are keen. The front four tuck in. Everybody else, that seems pretty tidy actually. I'm pretty stoked about that. So this will be interesting, the run down the Camel Straight coming into the home. So it'll be see who blinks first here and breaks in. Outbreaks each other. No, they're just tucking in. Oh, no.
We've had contact.
Norm, we've had contact. It looks like Norm may have spun, I would say.
Oh, he's got damage. He's got big damage, I'd say. He's returned to pit.
Yeah. Who returned to
yeah, Metal Steel also in
Keaton.
pits.
Keaton, I think. Keaton might have returned. So we got Side Dogs definitely up the front there. And who's down the front?
We don't know what happened with Metal
definitely
Steel.
There. No, we're just waiting for.
You can do a replay, Bear, on your end as well to see if we can see what happened with
Metal
Steel.
Do a replay.
We'll keep it on the action at the guys in the front here.
I'll let you do that.
It has not updated the. What's happening here? Oh, there we are. Right, so we're all good to go now. Got a bit of damage there on Sideways car, the Audi. He's been into somebody in front of him. Not sure who that was. But that's not the way Keaton would have planned. Oh, we got someone going off there. Oh, who was that? It's all happening here, ladies and gentlemen. Cars are going everywhere. Let's go back and have a look. See if we can see who's there's some issues back here. Somebody. The Burrow Dog right at the 23rd place right now. I'm not sure what happened to Burrow. I didn't actually catch what happened at the back there, but I saw cars flying around everywhere. So let's go back up to the front of the pack here. Let's hop on board the vehicle in for a little bit and see where he's going and what he's doing. He's chasing down Noxie at the moment.
Just having a look at that first lap incident. So it looks like.
So it was Beck's Rainfly actually spun at the chicane. So
okay.
I haven't seen. I didn't see Fly. Fly's in 21st position at the moment. So
Yeah, Keaton's spin. He's spun, come back onto track. He's grabbed. He's come back on.
Has he got much damage at all, or?
Yeah, I'd say he'd have a fair bit the way he's come back on. Yeah.
Oh, he's in the pit. So he's already a lap down, isn't he, Keaton? Yeah, I think these guys have pulled the pin.
Hopefully not. Hopefully they come back out onto track.
Yeah.
I mean, that'd be great.
Points are points, guys. It's an unfortunate thing to happen. But, you're helping your team out by coming out and finishing off a race that went sour for you.
So who are we on at the moment?
So at the moment, we're on our Wizard. He's leading sideways.
He's cleared out a bit.
Right. Let's go and have a look back, see where can we go back there? Go back to a pack.
Let's go back to Stu all the way back down in 20th.
20th.
Yeah, there seems to be. There's Stu in the number 17. He's got a sideways polka just in front of him. So the Audi in practice. Yeah, so and then they've got just Stu Wilson in front of them. Now this will be an interesting little drag race here because both the Audi and the BMW were showing a fair bit of toe speed down these straights. I think the BMW, we clocked one at about 270. So they are pulling away from Stu on that. So Stu might be running a bit of downforce on the old Audi there. So we'll see, he might pick up some...
go up the order
through this tech. Yeah, might go. Let's just see if he can close up the gap on the technical side of technical part of the track here. If he's running more downforce,
Yeah.
you would think that he could close up this gap a little bit through this part of the course.
Oh! Really had some footner action there with Stu Wilson.
Oh yeah, okay, so footner, that would be Angry in front of footner, wouldn't it?
That's right, it is, yes. Yes, Angry. Angry will have a lot of Lambo in his rearview mirror right now.
Yes, Angry's holding him at bay. So that's fantastic, holding some nice tidy lines. Putting the car in the right spot. See if he... Footner's going to have a little bit of a bow peep. Angry closes the door. Saying, no sales today, my friend. You are not coming inside. So, coming round, blocked him there, coming into La Source. So, Angry will make that.
Lambo there. Oh, and he's made the move. He's made the
run
move.
It pretty tight.
Beautiful move there. Lapping Angry.
Nice and clean.
Angry gave him as much width as he could.
Yeah, some nice racing. Yeah, we'll see if Angry gets the toe down the straight here. He's got a good run out of there. He is tucked under there like there is no tomorrow. So it'll be interesting if he's got the legs. He's pulled out early, I would suggest, which is awkward. But who's got the cojones? Oh no, Angry's outbraked himself just. And that's allowed Shawnee Fuller to close up onto the back of Angry there with that little mistake through Lacombs.
You also have your captain, Ty Morgo, in 11th spot. He's gone right up the field there. Let's see how Ty's going. He's right on the back of one of his teammates.
Well, that'll be someone is sitting behind Morgo. So those guys will be in a chat. So that'll be, multi-21 at the moment. Just hold position, I would suggest.
You want to be very careful when you're behind your captain, let me tell you.
So it's a bit of a P&L train. Harris there spoiling the party for SAR, but running a solid race. Harris looking good.
Yeah, he's
looking good in the Lambo.
T1 Harris.
Yeah, he's been running some good times.
Yeah.
In practice, I will be interested as he ran what looked to be a little bit wide. I will be interested to see if track limits will play a part in this race as we get. Oh no, there's shenanigans down the back.
We've got shenanigans. Whoever
so
got there,
that seemed like
someone awesome.
A whole heap of
and he's
someone
going straight
awesome.
into the pits.
Yep. Okay. So yeah, I think he turned himself around there.
He won't be happy about that there. He was looking...
No.
He's not a fan of this track, and he regularly tells us this.
Yeah, so just having a look at Morgo getting a run through Rooz and Radion, maybe going to make a bit of a dive on someone, but there's a pass move. Eagles just made a move on the Sofa King.
The Sofa King?
Maybe.
Yeah, it is the Sofa King.
Yeah, the Sofa King.
Sofa King. Yeah, I think he's come back out.
Past the Sofa King.
Yeah, I think he was one of the ones involved in the early fracas, and I think he wasn't lapped.
No, he's in ninth.
He's in ninth. I think Eagles just had a little bit too much mumbo jumbo for him. And
yeah, so the next...
He's slipping away there.
Yeah, the next target for him will be Cloquet. So he'll just chip away at that time. So, you know,
Back
about
up the front
3
here with
seconds back.
Sidewag and there were the Audi versus the Porsche. And that Audi's not looking. That Audi's looking a little bit second hand in the front end.
Yeah, I am surprised. That Side Dog's back this far, if I'm brutally honest. So with his practice times, maybe he'll have a better back end of the race.
Could be performance.
Yeah, it could be.
The damage that he has, but he's certainly staying with Gerwer in the Beetle. That would have been pretty close.
Yeah, I've got the aerial view going. There was little bit of room. Bounty, I can see in the chat, is loving it at the moment with PRT 1 and 2. Don't blame him. I mean, PRT is looking pretty sharp. I mean, they do have another rumour that I've heard around the paddock is Kick It and Rip It. His wins, he's a bit out of control in the garage. He said he's going to change his name to KNR because Kick It and Rip It wasn't cool enough, so he wants to make it sort of sound a bit SVG-like.
SVG?
I believe. Yeah, so he's going to go with KNR, I believe. That's a possible another name change that might be coming out is KNR, just to shorten it up.
We've got battles all over the place here, Bear.
We do.
Where would you like us
if we go back to Cloquet, I would say
we haven't given him much screen time, so let's have a look-see.
Yeah, Cloquet. Let's now that we know how to say his name, and we thank him for giving us the pronunciation to that one, because we had nothing last race out. Oh, hang on. That is Zesty going nutsoid, trying to get through Knox. So we've got a battle of 3 here.
Jump on with...
if you can jump on with Zesty.
Oh, if Knox
he's right in the middle of them all.
Knoxy's got a bit of damage on that AMG of his.
Yeah, from the earlier...
Zesty's right up the Cluckarama.
Yeah, so if you jump onto Zesty, because Cloquet's right on the back of Zest, and Zest is... he's run wide. That is going to be a track limit, for sure. Knox is making that thing.
Might have got a bit of dirty air from that. Oh, where's Noxy going there? He's
Oh no.
Oh.
Noxy's. No, that's all right. He's come back out on the track.
Giving up the position.
He's
got the hammer in.
No. He put the gap back to what it was. So that's nice driving by Knox.
Yes.
Didn't great. Oh. Cloquet with the Piastri.
Trying
to shove it down the inside.
I'm not out of this battle, he reckons. He's coming right up after him. He's tucked right in up under Zesty.
Now, Zesty's obviously got it done on Knox at the moment.
Great driving.
So, my goodness. There we go. So, who's going to benefit here?
Jesus.
This is some nice driving here by the boys. So, who's going to put the hangers out first? So, Zesty's braked the earlier, and that's nice. Tucking it in, keeping on line, so not to sacrifice his lap. As we come down now into the technical part of Spa. So,
Sure is a great battle, Rain. Glad you're enjoying it, mate. Hopefully you're all enjoying this great racing from Spa tonight from the T1 lads.
So coming out of the corner of No Name, which is amazing that they gave everything else a name, but that guy.
That guy?
Awkward.
Him?
Yeah, him. So it's,
just he's
what can you do?
To break away a little bit here. He's looking good.
Yeah, Eagles just look like he's past Knox as well. I've got a good aerial view on my one, so I'm just being able to see back a little bit further. So Eagles got the job done there. Like, what are we on?
Oh, where's Zesty going to? Hey. Got to be very careful coming out through there, because that's exactly what can happen. It can unsettle your car really quickly, and you can get a whole front end of wall if you're not careful.
So in the meantime, so we've got a couple of pit stops. So Side Dog's gone early to the pits, and his pit stop. So that'll be interesting to see now. This is what we were talking about before. Try and get out into some clean air if you can. Now, he is out in clean air, I can confirm. So it'll be interesting to see how that is going to work out for him, going pretty early in the piece, to be honest. But he's obviously confident, so... and I think the clean air is advantageous when he was sort of where he was, so hopefully that'll put a bit of pressure on Auschwitz with his when he comes into his pit stop to make sure he hits the mark, doesn't speed
somebody
in
off there, have
pit
we?
lane. Whoop, where have you gone to?
Who is that? Oh no! Oh, it looks like whoever it was has just gone back to the pits. Another teleport back to the pits. I'm not sure who that was.
So you're on Adman at the moment. So Adman's got Shawnee Fuller breathing down his neck.
Shawnee Fuller, yes he does.
So, well,
I'm having a bit of trouble with this. What's going on here with this stupid thing? Shawnee Fuller, here he is. Quite a stable car, that BMW there.
Yeah, it certainly has some mumbo jumbo down
the straight.
The main straight. So when he comes out as Stavelot and starts his run up to Blanchimont, he should have that thing ringing out. I think, like we said, we've seen 270 on the clock, so
there seems to be quite a few battles in that second mid-pack there, Bear.
Oh, there's plenty. It doesn't matter where you go, it's Battle City.
I'd like to give some of these guys some airtime as well that we haven't been able to give over the last week as well, which is good. But let's try and find a good battle.
Clocade's gone into the pits.
Okay, he's been in there for a while. I think actually, Bear. I think he's pulled the pin. I think he was the car that I saw go off.
Knox is coming out of the pits or into the pits?
He's coming out. He's coming out. Yes, coming out. No, he's going in.
Or no, going in. Whoops.
It's a 4-hour drive in the pits to get to your pit box there.
Correct.
So let's go back out and who we got? Ty Morgo. Where is Ty Morgo? Ty's gone up to 7th. He hasn't pitted as yet. Most of these guys haven't.
Side Dog's the first of the front runners really that's jumped into the pits.
I'm predicting a 35-minute time that these guys are going to start doing their pit stop, which isn't far away there.
Right, no, it's not too far away, so who else have we got? So there's a couple that have done. Someone awesome's done his stop, Clyde, Burrow.
Might jump a few cars up and have a look at...
so we've lost 2 so far.
Willstar and GRT. Beautiful looking liveries there, these guys have made for their cars. I've seen... trying to find... wherever he's gone to.
Who are you trying to find? Willstar's hard.
And Oswiz's got a nearly a 6-second lead on Gerwer there. He's also posted the fastest lap of the race, Oswiz. So he's having a great time out the front there.
Will Star just chipping away there at the gap to Gur. He's good run through Rooz and ready on there. Out onto the Camel Straight. Chugging along. Let's see if I can jump on board with him to give us some things. But he seems to get a bit of a run on. Getting a good run through there. Clipping the curves both ways.
Footner and Mr. Harris. 2 Lambos.
Just excuse me for 2 seconds.
So PRT, first and second at the moment.
Yeah, first, second, 11, 15. Yeah, they've got a fair spread, but they've got the big points at the moment.
Yes, they do.
I wonder if Bounty's on the headset saying to the boys, multi-21, boys, multi-21. Hold position. It will be interesting, but Footner is closing up onto the back of Morgo like there's no tomorrow. So that is going to bring Harris into this fight, and that would be an interesting 3-way battle. But Morgo will make that Porsche pretty wide, I'd suggest.
Most definitely.
So we're coming up through flat out here, 5th gear, I'd say.
Also, there I've heard also on the wire that you may be getting a new teammate very soon in the name of Morningstar Mike. He may be coming to P&L. And,
well, the question is, who doesn't want to come to P&L? Like, I think we've got about a 6-year
oh, no, don't go
list.
there. We're not going there. No,
because, I mean, P&L, I mean, look, you know, if Wilco was going to join a team, it'd be P&L. K-Man, he's the captain of SAR, but he even wants to be on P&L. You know, Cobb's part of the junior program at P&L, and he's got that Aston running like a charm.
Mate. Exactly. We all have our allegiance.
Oh, rain. I don't know about that. Jeez. Yellow is very slimming.
Oh.
Trust me. Trust me, that's why I'm in yellow. It's very slimming, very bright.
Slimming.
But I hear, and it's only a rumour, that rain is putting the pressure on K-Man. Again, sort of like a Burra sort of thing, you know, with, you know, Stewie Wilson coming up, you know, Rain's maybe coming up to the big show, K-Man feeling the pressure to go down. It could be anything.
It could be anything. So,
there you go, Rain of Fire. Did win a Pro-Am title with P&L though.
He did.
Since you've left P&L though, Rain, what have you won? Nothing. I don't want to say.
Oh.
Join the dots, but join the dots. Oh, it looks like
he's happy
Morgo
to be where the skipper
still
wants him there. Yeah, there you go.
Excellent. So if you could, there's battles everywhere.
Battles everywhere.
I can see you're on Adman at the moment.
Yeah, I've been keeping an eye on this little battle. This is not slowing down at all.
Okay, so Footner's just peeled off into the pits because he wasn't getting. Stay on your battle that you're on, but Footner's there jumped into the pits because he wasn't getting past Morgo anytime soon. He was running that thing real hard. So, all good. That leaves Harris to see if he can close the gap to Morgo. Side dog, first of the front runners down to 17.
Yeah, I really think when these pit stops start happening, we're going to see a lot of shaking going on, and I think that's going to be the real race to be won right there after all the pit stops are done.
Adman just seems to be able to keep that gap consistent at the moment.
Yep. He's doing a great job, Adman.
Shawnee Fuller closes up under brakes here at the end of the camel. End of the camel straight. Oh, the camel. 2 humps or 2. 2 humps or 1. 1 hump or 2. Anyway, what have I got going? Nothing.
I've actually been asked by a few of the lads in some of the chats about Adman referring to me, meeting me in dark alleyways. Not too sure what that one's all about. He said it about 4 times now on stream, and some of the lads, there's a bit of a rumour going around that we're going out for coffees and going out for lunches and dinners, and I just want to arrest that right now. That's not happening. I would like to know why I've become a centre of the conversation.
Adman running a bit loose there. Well, no, Adman,
he's a great man. He's a great man.
Oh, yeah. Look, it's okay to have a bromance. I believe it was, the dark alley, that's okay. I think it was, you were telling me, was sort of Police Academy, the alley from Police Academy 1, down at the
Blue Oyster?
Down at the bar there. Which is okay. Who is diving in behind Buller there?
Who is that?
That was Sideways.
No, Sideways Polka, but who's in behind him? The McLaren there. That would be.
McLaren.
Who's in that? The McLaren.
Or is that Wilstar lapping?
No. Let's try and find out the
McLaren. Hold on, let me have a look.
Normac. It is Normac. It is Norm.
Norm, isn't it?
And Norm's in 20th position at the moment.
Right.
He hasn't done a pit stop, so he's obviously caught up onto this train. This little train here. And it looks like he's just about to take
Well, he got caught in the turn 1 shenanigans. So, but it's good to see. This is what I mean. Like Norm, even though he'd be spewing about what's happened, and obviously having a good run, he's still out there running the car, turning laps, because points are points, and the way this team championship is shaping up this year, it could be that, the half a dozen points that he picks up tonight could be the difference between his team winning and losing. So, always good to see. Yeah, well, it's good to see. Like, I know it's frustrating, and it's disheartening because of the level of effort the guys are putting in this season, and it shows with the standard of racing that we have. But it's
Zesty's going in.
It's good to see him stick him out. Well, we've got all the leaders are in.
And here we go. This is the time where
so Auschwitz in, Gua's in, Willstar's in, Zesty's in, Eagle's in. So
time war goes going on.
If you can jump on side dog, so
1 2 foot. Nah. Your mic has gone bare.
Whoop. How's that?
She's cracking a bit sometimes, so I'm not sure what's happening there.
So Putner's jumped side dog in the pit stops.
Yes.
So if we can sort of stay on Putner, and he is. Where's Putner?
He's done his lap. He's done his pit stop. He's sitting in 13th.
Sitting in 13th. So whereabouts on the track is he? Let me have a look. Right, okay, I've got him, yep. Alright.
So it's going to be interesting to see what's going to happen. Who's coming out the pits, who's not coming out the pits. So we've got Time Morgo, he hasn't done his pit stop as yet. We've got Riggsy, I think he hasn't done his pit stop yet. So Osh Wizard has just left the pit.
So, Osh Wizard's just leaving.
Woolstar.
So he's going to have plenty of time to. He's coming out. He's out onto the Camel Straight. And Putner, he's coming up to Blanchimont. So won't be any jumping of those guys there.
I think it'll be a late stop for Putner. I think.
No, Putner's already pitted.
Sorry, not Putner. The Ty, Stu and Riggsy. Unless they're going to think about coming in the next couple of laps. Because Osh Wizard, where is Riggsy? Here's Riggsy.
So Morgo's coming.
I haven't been on Riggsy tonight. He actually sent me sent a text on the Discord saying he wanted to know if he can get the stream link because he had some fans watching him tonight. So I did say to him, so we're probably going to get about 2,000 people on here to watch Riggsy do his thing. But here he is, everybody, for your pleasure. Riggsy in the Lambo, and racing for GRT. Sitting third at the moment, still has to pit though.
Yeah, he's just gone past Morgo. Morgo still hasn't reached his pit.
It's a 4-hour drive through there. Right, so this is going to be very interesting now because Ty has gone through into the pits.
Yeah, so Auschwitz just coming through the bus stop chicane.
Yep.
So he's gonna easily account for Morgo because Morgo's just pulling in now.
Right, so this is a thing with this track. You really do need to get your pit strategy right, the timing right to go in. Because we've got 25 minutes left. I'm not putting any mockers on any of the guys, but it could be tricky for them to catch up. And guys have already passed them while they're having their pits, doing their pit stop. So it's going to make it interesting there. I think the last 10-15 minutes, I think we might either see cars breaking away or cars lapping.
Yeah, just trying to see if there's
quite a gaggle of cars going through past the pits now. Going through Rooz.
Is there any way to see how many track cuts somebody has?
No, I can't. I can't do the screen change. Otherwise, I would. But I'd say there'd be someone at least with at least one, maybe two track warnings. What we haven't seen is any pit stop infringements, which is good.
No, which is nice. Don't put
a mocker on anybody there.
I certainly don't want to.
Just trying to find. Right, so up there more. back.
I'm just watching Ash Visit come through. It's all a little bit. They're all a bit spread out.
Spread out.
The boys
There is a
down
little
the
group
back.
down the back there. Yep.
So 402 is 402.
And his medal steal as well, Bear. He's come back out.
Brilliant.
That's great to see.
Yeah.
It's hard enough having to get yourself into a tangle on your first lap, and then have to go back to the pits. But you know, this shows what a true team player is. He hasn't had
He's coming into the pits.
Hasn't been able to start his night at all, but he's come in and he's circulating. That's what it's about. Get some points for your team. It's the unfortunate thing of being involved in an accident so close to the start of a race. It's you wouldn't wish that on anybody.
So Stu's just coming out of the pits now, so it'll be interesting to see where Stu lands. He was stone motherless last, I think, in quali from memory.
And this little battle is starting to brew as well, Bear, between Sidewag and Footner.
This will be interesting.
This will be very interesting coming up into the later stages of the race. He's definitely got some mojo in that Audi, but Footner's been putting the Lambo in all the right places. So it's going to be an interesting battle. I think it's brewing up, and there's a portion behind him, Ty Morgo.
Obviously, you're going to be backing Footner in this because he's obviously, one of your teammates. But I'm hoping that the old side dog buddy.
I'm looking forward to a good battle.
The inside.
For sure. I'm looking forward to a good battle, but I'm also looking
Footner into the fence. I don't mind.
I beg your pardon. I'm looking for Team Green to getting up that ladder a bit. We need some points there. We've been struggling in Team Green. Last year's champions.
Yeah, well, that's most probably VHR leadership resting on their laurels and thinking that they've got it all done.
Okay.
It's
very,
the price
very
you
careful,
pay.
Bear. Be very, very careful what you're saying.
The price of arrogance, I guess. You know.
Oh, arrogance.
Yeah.
Oh. It's all tongue in cheek, ladies and gentlemen.
Is it?
Oh, well, I don't know about you. But
No, it's all good.
It is. Footner's starting to pull away a little bit, though.
That could have been a track limit then for side.
Yeah, I saw that. I noticed that as well. But yeah, Footner's got the pedal down. Looking nice in 7th there. He's the only BHR in the top 10 at the moment.
PRT still.
PRT.
Bounty would be in his lounge room having a fit right now because he's still holding down 1 and 2.
He's got his orange and blue boys up at the pointy end.
Yeah, then you got GRT with Willstar, and Willstar has just been
He's been a bit of
chucking
quiet
away.
achiever, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's been a bit of BP about him. The quiet achiever. Just working his way through. And then the P&L boys, Zesty and Eagle.
Zesty.
So that'll be good. You got BHR with Footner. GRT with Sidog. Another P&L with Morgo. And Knox is doing brilliant from his first lap Bracker.
He's in the top 10, yeah.
He's in the top 10, so that's good. And then Harris, Tier 2 represent, just getting round for SAR in 10th. Looks like he's getting a little bit of pressure soon.
And we did speak to earlier, Burrow's got himself a drive-through.
Oh, Burrow, you loose unit. Let's be honest, it's most probably the fastest Burrows driven all night. Oh,
I can see the season chat 10 lighting up after the race. I tell you, it'll be lighting up.
What can you do? bit of useless trivia for you. I was curious, given that obviously Spa is from in the region of the Ardennes, and obviously World War II and all that sort of stuff, and it's actually not even near the town of Spa, it's near the town of Stavelot. But that aside, I was curious, like Ted Lasso says, be curious. I was trying to figure out who.
We got a Porsche at the side of the road there. Who was that?
Oh, Porsche. Who was that?
Still sitting there, is he?
No, I know.
There?
I know Burrows just pulled over for some reason. He's just teleported back to the pits.
Who was that? Who was that?
That was Burrow just teleported back.
Burrow did?
I don't know if he hit a wall on his way through. Morgo's still circulating.
There's the Porsche, I think.
Gua was still fine. Pits. So it might have been angry, maybe.
It might have been angry. Yes, it might have been. Yes.
So.
And this battle with we have a change of place here. Looks like Sidewag is taking Footner.
Footner. Right, brilliant, excellent. Let's jump on that battle. But Footner isn't going to let it go. So whether that was a mistake by Footner or not, because that gap changed quite rapidly then.
Very quickly.
For my liking.
I think we left the battle just before it happened. But that Audi certainly does have some up and go there. I was actually quite surprised that not many people got behind the wheel of the Audi for this season. It's still a fast car. It's still got some mojo. I just think maybe a few people want to try these new cars out, maybe for a season.
Yeah, which isn't a bad thing.
No, but I do like to see a good strength field where most cars represented. I think that's always a good thing for racing. We've got Noxie coming up, flashing the lights behind there. What's Noxie up to here? Who's he coming up on? Noxie, who are you behind, mate?
He'd be on lapping traffic, he would be.
Yes, he was. That's why he was flashing his lights. Ty Morgo, your captain. They're all sporting a bit of pink there, Bear, on their liveries.
Yeah, correct.
Bit of pink, bit of bear flare.
Yeah, a bit of bear flare. So, yeah. Going back to what you're saying about seeing different makes in the on the grid, it'd be interesting if we ever went to and set, I don't even know if you can do it, but set all the BOP the same. So
I'm in agreement to that. Totally. It should
doesn't matter what.
Yeah, it should be.
Which would be great.
Driver v driver.
Yeah. And you could see the old V12 Aston, get that out there.
And get the Bentley back out on the track, you know.
Yeah.
The unfortunate thing is, because the Bentley isn't running anymore, that's why they haven't really been looking after the older cars, but I still believe, you know, send them all back to zero, get them all on track.
Yeah,
and drive the car you love to drive.
I'd be a fan. It'd be an interesting little experiment. Maybe that'll be an off-season.
It may be.
Off-season idea that they give that a bit of a charge and see how it goes.
Ty's got a bit of Porsche is looking a little bit second-hand in the back end there, Bear. Has he had the... I've never seen those sorts of marks on the back of a car before. What's he been... Someone's been tailgating him?
Yeah, that's a bit interesting. I'd say
never
it's
seen like that, no. You think he might have been off in the dirt somewhere?
Maybe. Maybe. He could have gone for an excursion. Could have gone a bit Leyland Brothers on us.
Yeah,
but
let's try and have a look for some battles here, Bear, so we can really get this happening. We've got 13 minutes left.
Yeah, it's
going to start tightening
while you're
up
looking
soon,
for while you're looking for battles, like I was saying, with the Second World War, there wasn't actually a major battle held in Spa on the Spa circuit. They happened a little way away. Yeah, so it wasn't part of the Ardennes offensive in '44. So it was battle was a little further east at a place called Elsenborn Ridge.
Elsenborn Ridge.
Yeah, so and that's obviously you know, what was it, an 84 mile or 84 kilometre front, and obviously the Ardennes were, you know, where the Battle of the Bulge, major battle took place, with the when the Germans came down with their SS Panzer Division, but they ran into some pretty strong defence, and as rumour has it, if they had turned north, they would have found the famous fuel dump burned by the Belgians had they passed around the back end of the circuit.
Wow.
But they didn't. They didn't. They headed east instead.
They went east.
So, went east. But if
Berlin
you haven't
to
seen
Brussels
the movie
in
either...
one tank. There's some... Cole, thanks, Cobb.
Yeah.
Thanks for that, mate.
Yeah, correct. If you haven't seen the movie, Battle of the Bulge, definitely worth a watch. Bit old school for you young whippersnappers.
Yeah, they need to learn a bit of this, what happened back in the day.
It's pretty good. Pretty good movie. Morgo running a bit loose through there. Noxie the same, so I'd say there'd be a couple of track penalties there for those two boys running through there. Who are we on now? We're on Zesty.
Up, I think, these two. We're on Noxie at the moment. He's trying to hunt down Ty. This could get very interesting in the next few laps there.
Yeah, it's yeah, I think track limits. I'd really like to know how many track limits, because I'm just thinking to myself, I've seen some guys that are
been pushing their luck.
Yeah, let's say the lines are questionable, I would suggest.
Yeah.
So it'd be good to have a... No, Cobb, it's not really accurate though, but it's still a good movie.
You're going to have to learn that, youngster, there.
Yeah. I know, right?
Good luck with that.
But where are we covered through now, these lunatics? Oh, they got cranking out. So they're coming down through the bottom end, through into Stavelot and everything, right? They're making their run down the back end.
So we haven't looked at Osh Wizard for a while either, but we will go back to him when we get closer to the end, because he's pulled out nearly a 7-second lead.
Yeah, 6.5. So it's a bit gappy up there at the front. You've got Oshwizard. You know, it's nice to see some of the mid-pack battles. Not detracting from the racing that the guys have done. We'll certainly jump on board for his last lap, I would say. So we can see his last lap, unless he bins it and all of a sudden it closes up. No. So we'll see. So Noxie's got it down to 0.8 now, so he's taken
3/10.
3/10 out of Morgo there.
That's a great looking
So-
Lambo Harris is driving there. That blue looks awesome. And you had a few battles with him last season there, Bear, with Mr. Harris.
Yeah, it was. We had some good ones, very consistent, and I mean it's been a good night for him. He has just
top 10?
worked his way through, cutting consistent laps. Really good. The Sofa King, you never know. We'll see if that gap comes down from the Sofa King. And see if he catches him. That'll be interesting. Noxie's got it down to 0.7 now, down to Morgo.
Yeah, this is where it's going to be, right?
That's most probably our closest battle at this stage.
Yep. So we might just stick on this for a little while and just see how this progresses. We've got 8 minutes left in the race. And we all talk about the fatigue section of a race, and we're certainly in the area right now. This is where one lapse of concentration can do all that hard work you've done out the window quite quickly, especially at a track like Spa.
Ooh. Cobb's given us another recommendation. A bridge too far is much better.
Oh,
okay.
Oh. Bridge too far. What about Bridge over the River Kwai? That's a great movie.
It's not in Belgium, but okay,
No.
we'll run with it.
Yep.
It is a good movie, though.
It is a great movie.
Just saying, it is a good movie.
It is
Not
a
in
great movie.
Belgium.
Not in Belgium.
Just so you know, we are in Belgium tonight, XO.
We are. I was actually watching Hindy and Fletch. I'm sure you know who those two knuckleheads are. And they were teaching Matty Johns how to drive a manual car. So they get into a certain section, and Hindy says to Matty, "Park in here, just here, in his bay up here, and just watch the poles." And Fletch leans over and says, "Yeah, just watch the Germans." It's just he's an absolute shocker, Fletch.
He's pretty ordinary. Noxie's had a bit of a moment somewhere. Or Morgo's put the pedal down because he's dropped 3/10 to Morgo, so back out to about a second, but then picks up a bucket load at the end of the camel there. Has it down to 0.8.
Yeah, it seems to be really strong through there.
So this technical section here.
Yeah.
This will be where it's at as he comes. He's come through Collins, he's come through Lavar, he'll come through Rivage and the corner with no name. Downhill run now to Pouillon. The double lefty.
Why they didn't give that turn a name there? I wonder what's the deal there.
Don't know. That'll be the second best stream job. Maybe they can answer that. Why the corner with no name has no name.
Yeah, well, throw that out to you people. Whoa.
Yeah, or maybe to the second stringers next week.
Yes,
do the stream next week. The second stringers, second best stream team. I know, right? No, he's closing up. Just 0.6 behind now.
It's a bit concerning when they start singing there. That's
yes, we shan't be singing.
Well, as you all know, I am the lead singer of an AC/DC tribute band, but I won't be doing any singing for you guys
Under
tonight.
brakes, that was mega. That was, he closed that right up there and he pulled that up.
So we've got 4 minutes left. I think we're going to start seeing some movement pretty soon. And if he gets close enough in these next few laps there,
well,
all the marbles.
This is where he took it at a chunk of change, coming through Rooz and Radion. Excuse me, choking on oxygen. If he's got a good run out of there, so He seems to be able to make up a lot of ground in the braking zones. Like, I don't know whether Morgo's got some balance issues or whatever, but Noxie just seems to be able to
He's really
gain a
starting to
little
close
bit of
up.
time.
Really starting to close up. Yeah, Ray,
Yeah.
the name of my AC/DC tribute band is Bond's Salute. We strictly play Bon Scott AC/DC era. And it's a lot of fun over here in Perth. Get a lot of gigs. It's just the way you like your music, loud. That's how I like it, and it's great fun. Great fun. Let us know if anyone, whether you guys are in bands or play instruments of any sort. It'd be great to know. What's going on there?
No, I was just
Definitely.
laughing at Cobb's joke in the chat.
What did
Oh
Cobb
no,
say?
Fly's got a drive-through. I
Oh,
would say that is a track limit job.
it certainly is. It's a drive-through. It would be. That would be one of the first ones we've had. I think maybe even Burra got one.
But Barra could have been pit-related.
Pit related, it could have been. It'd be nice to know how many. I
It's a
dabble.
shame to see that.
Had 2 minutes. I dabble. Great to hear, mate. Only way to play music. I used to play the. Oh, Rain of Fire. I used to be a drummer there, Bear. I play with my. Oh,
Ooh, right.
Bounty plays with his organ. Thanks for that, Bounty.
Oh.
I was sort of waiting for someone to say something like that.
I hear it's a piccolo. Just saying.
This gap is really closed up. Let's get back to the racing. This gap is really closing up there. We got
It sounds like the talk
2 minutes.
about his piccolo's got your heart racing, but anyway.
no.
Um,
Certainly not.
all right, yeah, they are coming through. Noxie, yeah, nice run through Radion again.
And the cars look great through there the whole race.
Yeah, I know, right. That's
We're-
good. Burra's back out circulating too, so that
That's
was
great
good
to
to
see.
see.
We got Footner,
Captain's knock there.
Footner and Sidewag. Whoa, here we go. Here's a nice little how diddly do for you. This is
They're closing up.
This is a blue flag here with who is that in the Eagle. Eagle's got Sidewag all over him.
Yeah, right.
All over
It's
him.
closed up in a hurry.
Very quickly. Let's fix this for a minute.
That's okay. We're going to Sidewag Eagle. Yeah, so this will be interesting because you'd have to think that this will be the last. This will be the penultimate,
Oh, you would
and then
think so?
their next journey around the track will be the
Where-
last.
Where's Os? Wizards
Osh
right
Wizards
now?
coming through the bus stop to start
Yep.
his last lap,
Oh, you,
and then I've got the track map up. It's all good.
so,
So then we've got
right, so this is the final lap. Os Wizard
yep,
is on
this
his final lap. So
Correct.
we'll go to Os Wizard. I just want to see the end of this lap with these two guys because they are hammer and tong.
Yeah, there's a couple of them going. So
Oh,
Ox and Morgo.
yeah, that's
Jeez.
close. That's close.
that is very close.
I think does Eagle look for his rearview mirror much, or is he a man that just looks forward?
Eagle's the man that doesn't fear anyone.
No fear.
No fear. It's just who's next. He's very much the Chuck Norris of PNL.
Twofer.
Yeah, boom boom. Oh, Sidewag. See, that'll
it's
be
happening.
interesting.
It's happening. It's happening. Oh,
Well, he
Ooh,
gained a
dearie me.
big advantage
oh,
by that
there's
track
nothing
cut.
in there. There's nothing in
I
that.
think he's just given him a touch just quietly. And whether it'll be interesting if that goes to the stewards because he gained a big advantage by doing that cut. So will it go to the man upstairs? I don't know. And he gave him a bit of howdy-doody down the straight too. So interesting. Keep it clean, boys.
Keep it clean. For the marbles. It's all for the marbles here. But we're coming up. They'll be on their last lap right now as well. Osh Wizard, where is he there?
I will let you know when he comes up to the bus stop so we can see him cross the line at least.
Beautiful.
But this battle's
here we go. And
looking good.
Oof. There's nothing in this.
Eagles position the car.
I think he's got him. So I think Highway's got him here.
A little bit of a touch. All right, yep. If you go to Osh Wizard quickly to get the thing, he's coming through the bus stop.
Congratulations, Osh Wizard. You have a fantastic race, mate. Enjoy your team celebrations and your burnouts, and great win by Osh Wizard tonight.
Looks like Cywag's got just in front of Eagle again, but Eagle's right up under him.
All right, so
I'll commentate that while you call the cars across. So Eagle is going to have a bit of a go into the bus stop. Oh, that is...
that's heartbreaking,
Could not hold it. That is heartbreaking. It looks like Footner's got through on that as well. So Eagle will drop down to 7th. It'll be interesting whether... Anyway... Don't want to get controversial.
No.
So if we go through, Harris coming through in 10th spot. So that would be fantastic for Harris. That is a great drive. The Sofa King. Nice drive for 11th. Adman just ticking away there for 12th. Had the company of Shawnee Fuller's done a nice little drive. It looks like Burra's behind him. And then Sideways Polka, nice drive. Got Stewie coming round in the Audi, a nice consistent drive. Coming home in 15th. Riggsy be taking that like the number 38 Chinese, bittersweet and sour. Hasn't lived up to the hype for his fans, coming home in 16th. And Stewie Wilson, Tier 2 represent, coming home in 17th. So, nice driving by all. I think that was a pretty good way. Osh Wizard has certainly jumped on the first lap fracas, that's for sure. It would have been interesting to see Keaton in there with him, because they seem to be very similar pace. But that being said,
thanks, Shamrock.
Osh Wizard took command of that race, and he was the master of that race. So that was some nice driving. And Gua just plodding away in the Porsche, getting second, and then Wilstar. You know, people would say at the beginning of the night,
Gary.
Will who? Well,
pleasure, mate. Glad you enjoyed the race.
Yes.
Well, that lived up to its hype there. An hour at Spa.
Yeah, I think so.
Great race.
Certainly,
great race for everybody. Unfortunate for those at the start of the race that got into some problems. I'm not sure what happened there, but congrats to those that came back out and circulated and got some points for themselves and the teams.
I think it's good for that to happen. You know, it didn't go to plan, but you know, so people like Burra, Clocaid, you know, there's Norm, Clocaid, and Keaton. They obviously didn't finish out. Something's happened to Jambon, but Angry, you know, he kept going there for a fair while. Same with someone. So we had 20 people complete the distance, so that's good.
Yep.
Out of the 26 starters, so that's good. Good effort by all. Interesting top three. But well deserved by everybody. I don't know about you, but I'm done.
I am done as well, Bear, and thank you again for another great stream with you, Bear. It's always great fun, mate, being on the stream with you. We should have our good mate back in the next round, which is AB Saints.
We don't need him.
That's a shout out to you, AB. And thanks for
Yeah.
everybody watching as well and all your comments.
No worries. It's good interaction. Anyway, I'm out. Have a good week, everybody, and I'll see the rest of you Tier 2 lunatics next week.
Green light, go, go, go.